Welcome to Living with Ulcerative Colitis. I'm Maya, and today we're going to talk about my follow-up Pouchitis appointment. So for those that didn't watch last week's video, I learned that the issues and problems and kind of the pain I was going through over the past couple of weeks was because I had Pouchitis, which is inflammation of the J pouch that I have. And it took me a while to figure this out, about like 10 weeks, and so by the time I figured it out, my symptoms were kind of all over the place, and I had to figure this out by talking to my primary care provider. So last week I talked about that appointment, so if you want to know about that, you'll have to watch that video, but this is about the follow-up appointment after I have taken my antibiotics and my probiotics and all the different medication that I needed to help my pouchitis. So my first point is improvements that I have noticed. There was a lot of things happening before I took the antibiotics. It became kind of like a blur, and there were landmarks, like checkpoints that I noticed, and I know that so I could do certain things before that checkpoint, and then after it's kind of blurry of when issues started. So now I can just notice that I can do things that I couldn't do before. So one of them is the loss of urgency. So for me, I had an urgency to go to the bathroom multiple times, and for me this urgency was all inclusive of if I had to get rid of output or if I had to urinate. It was all the same urgency, and it kept sending me back and forth to the bathroom. And this urge was kind of one thing, and I noticed that I couldn't figure out which one I had to do until I got to the bathroom. And that urgency is now gone. I know the difference. It no longer is forcing me to go to the bathroom. It is something that I notice, oh, you have to go to the bathroom, and then I go to the bathroom. It's not something where my body is telling me, like, count down, this is how much time you have until everything goes bad. So it's like, that's gone. I have no more of the pressure or the gas pain. I don't have any pain whatsoever. I don't have any pain whatsoever, but I have noticed that some of the things that I had post surgery have returned. Like I noticed that I had an air pain in my shoulder, and this is real thing. So if you have like a gastro issue and you ever notice that after you ate something like chips or a carbonated beverage, you'll feel like a slight aching sensation in your shoulder, that's air. And so this week I noticed that thing came back. It came for the first week of my pills and stuff, but it has dissipated as well. So no more pain of any kind now, but the first week the air pain did check in. I've noticed that I have an increased appetite. I don't know if this is because of my antibiotics and my probiotics or because of my mother. She was amazing. She got me on a schedule of eating all of my meals. And I'm pretty sure my stomach, if it could choose who was going to keep feeding it, it would pick my mother, because every 4 hours or every 3 hours she gave me something to eat. And so my body has, because I was getting better and whatever diet, I was getting better, and so how I ate is now how it wants to continue to go, because that's how I ate when the antibiotics are working, and I'm still on them. I have like 2 days left, but now it wants that constantly. And so my appetite has increased, and because I don't have any air pain or pressure pain, I don't have to keep running to the bathroom every time I put food in my mouth, which was what was happening. And so it was diminishing my output because I didn't want to keep running to the bathroom. So it was a choice, not that pouchitis took my appetite. But now I can eat as much as I like, which I love, because if you are new to this channel, we are complete foodies and I love food. So that was quite distressing not being able to eat. I have noticed that I have no more nighttime bathroom trips. When the pouchitis was getting really bad, I would probably go to the bathroom maybe 5 times a night, if not more. And the first week of the antibiotics, I noticed that I went to the bathroom once. Like I would have to wake up at like 2 a.m. to go to the bathroom. But after the antibiotics worked longer and they did their job, after I was able to differentiate my output, I was able to get rid of the bathroom trip entirely, because before I went to sleep, I would just make sure I got rid of everything, so in the middle of the night, I didn't have to go to the bathroom. And now it's just, I don't have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, which is how it is supposed to be. Oh, and the bathroom trips during the day have gone from 10 to 4, which is my normal. It is what I've always done for the past 3 years after my surgery. So I'm back to normal in terms of bathroom. Now I know there are things that are still processing, and every day I gain something I didn't realize I lost. Like I gained something and I'm like, I didn't even know that I wasn't able to do that. And it was, I guess the 10 weeks were such a blur, I can't even tell when I lost some things. So it was a pretty intense little journey. I'm quite glad the antibiotics are doing their job. But yeah, and so this Wednesday I had an appointment. He told us what to expect next. Some people come every year to do an endoscopy to check out their J-pouch, and he was saying how that might be needed. He was telling us different things that could happen, and just giving us basically what pouchitis was. He was explaining it and making sure that I knew about diet and whatever, and after we figured out that I do know diet, then he started wrapping it to telling me that in 3 weeks, just send him an email and just tell him if I've noticed any changes after I go off of the antibiotics and how I'm doing. And so with him, unlike my primary care provider, his job is gastro. So if I have any questions about things that are strange, I can now email him instead of emailing my primary care provider, who does everything. So that's my follow-up appointment. I hope that was interesting and helpful for anyone that might be experiencing pouchitis and want to know what happens next, or if you heard of pouchitis but don't really know what it does, well, now you do. And so I hope this was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, and press the bell for notifications. Bye guys!